What if I started timing all the start of stream? Like I made an algorithm where it perfectly times uh music ending with the stream. Anyways, hello everybody, hope you're doing well. It's currently 2 o'clock, our new usual time. Hope you're doing well. And if not, well, we get some time to ourselves to do something that we love. And I keep messing with the lighting. It never really satisfies me. We got some I almost said post rock. I wish. Not totally in the post rock mood. We're doing some indie today. Some indie rock. I was listening to Doom Gong earlier. Oh god, my mic just fell. Why? Why did you fall? Stop. My mic keeps falling, dude. What did I do to deserve this? Well, I guess it's chilling right here for the time being. But yeah, so we're gonna get a quick warm up done traditionally. Then we're gonna head over to digital. I've been working on a fun, silly little piece, keeping the expectations low and keeping it rather simple for myself. I'm happy with how it's going so far. And I'm trying to be pretty impartial with it. Not trying to put too much of an opinion on it. This mic is like freaking me out. Why is it here? We're gonna lower it. Sorry if this makes a noise. Hence why I'm gonna mute. There, I made the base of it a little bit lower. I apologize. But yeah, so I'm excited for today's stream. The face cam is turned off right now for an amazing reason. It will be back on later if everything goes well. But yeah, chill vibes today. Happy, very happy with how the soap dispenser turned out despite my many grievances with complexity throughout it, and some of the other stuff, but hey. It is another one for our collection. We are halfway through lesson 6. Technically over halfway if you include intersections, but meh, right? That's not the meat and potatoes of lesson 6 in my opinion. I don't know what we're going to do for our next object. I do want to keep it relatively simple. I know, like, okay, I'm not sure. I mean, you know, this was never told to you, right? And I'm also going to angle. Lighting's bothering me a lot today. I don't know why. You know, it isn't said in lesson 6. Oh, the complexity of your objects must increase with every construction that you do. I don't really, yeah, it doesn't really say that. And as we've definitely discovered throughout all of Drawbox, anything can be learned through really anything that you pick, so long as it affords it, right? So if you pick a plant that affords learning, even though if it may seem simple on the surface, you'll learn a lot from it. Same thing with bugs, animals, and now objects. I would like to keep the objects relatively simple, but simple, like, holotype specimens for some kind of thing that we will learn from it. So, you know, a soap dispenser was relatively simple compared to, like, the tape dispenser, right? But it was a, I'm using the word holotype specimen a lot. I don't know a better one for that. Thank you, Mini Minutemen, for teaching me that word. I'm going to abuse it now. Of cylindrical stuff, right? It's a tubular cylindrical form, where we can learn a lot from it. Kind of like how we had in lesson 5, you know, our 4-legged hooved quadrupeds, our like cats and dogs, our fish and birds and all the different sections. Because while we do not need to draw every single bird ever, picking a couple birds that represent quite a few of them can help us, you know, in the future. So we're learning the typical pattern of forms for that species, I guess, or that kingdom. Oh, no. I don't remember the whole thing. I was not a good kid in middle school. I did not care that much. And middle school biology, technically even high school biology, I did not care too much for. I had a great teacher, but I was much more into the math than anything else. And I wasn't really good at that either, but hey. Decent line work today. This is the point where I comment on that and then mess up. I don't really have any goals for the... Ooh. We missed. Darn. I don't really have any major goals for today's drawing. We're just going to draw for however long I feel, as long as it's a at least an hour. And oof, this is a rough box. Jeez, decent line work, not the best composition, construction. I don't know. But yeah, and we're actually pretty far along in this drawing. I say we. This has been very much a solo drawing. This is actually an extension of drawing I made back in winter, and that I'm taking digitally now. I've realized I honestly, as if I were to lie to you, as opposed to being dishonest, I really, really like going from traditional to digital. So doing the tradigital pipeline, because traditional makes me slow down, makes me really think. It affords that, right? You could do the same with traditional or digital. I'm not saying you can't, but just the whole paradigm, the whole medium of doing things traditionally slows me down. And as a beginner, who kind of just instinctively wants to move fast, right? I want to make the drawing, and digital definitely affords that. I ought to slow down. I have to think. And weirdly enough, I feel bogged down by digital when I'm trying to do drawings where I'm actually trying to be fast, if that makes sense. Like when I'm doing 50%, I'm not putting much thought into it. I don't like erasing. Because then, oh, speaking of putting too much thought in, doubled up that line on accident. Whenever I'm able to erase, that means I'm thinking about how it should be, and I'm trying to correct it, which requires a little bit more of, cognitive. And like erasing isn't bad, but that's not what my goal is for a lot of 50%. So working with ink or just pencil without eraser. I mean, this, like, I rarely erase, even though it's great for erasing. I love those pencils so much. I just realized I'm looking at a non-existent camera. I've trained myself, or at least the camera. Oh, I spoiled it a bit. The camera isn't right there this stream. That's right. We're having a bathroom stream, guys. I had to look at the viewer count to make sure no one was here, because that one was not good. Big sausage form today. Nice. The fact that I've kind of, I'm not gonna say let go, but there was definitely a period where I was very, and by was a period I mean like weeks ago, um, extremely self-critical of my art. It's rough. Um, However, now that I've let go of that a little bit, I've kind of accepted. Once again, we have to do this. I feel like all the time, at least for me. I've accepted that my art will be just a little bit ugly, not up to my standards, and therefore lowering them. Uh, Now that I've kind of given that up, I've been learning a lot more. Now, actually, no, I've been absorbing information a lot more. I'm not sure if I'm learning. Because the key to learning, in my opinion, is then being able to like regurgitate. Okay, regurgitate sounds reductive. Like apply the information to a very varied amount of scenarios, right? Like, sure, you learned how to take a derivative. Now show me using that in practice. Why are derivatives useful? Oh my god. And I think an interesting litmus is if you're like, well, I'm learning this, but I don't know why it's useful. Um, then that means you have, I mean, that's obviously a thing you need to learn more, right? And not necessarily continuing down the rabbit hole of the subject that you're learning, but you, widen your breadth. You need to ask the question, what can I use this for? And then learn about that. Cool. Okay. Oh, yo, what's up? Life is full of joy. Be jolly. Welcome back, Jolly. I hope you're doing well. It must be really, really early or late for you. And also, we're about to hit the ad break. I apologize. So hopefully you don't get ads. I'm about to enable them now because today's going to be a digital stream. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. And like I said, yeah, we're just gonna get ads out of the way. 2 minutes. Get them out of here. Then we're gonna come back. We are doing digital today. Like I said, we're gonna be opening up Krita and finishing a drawing. So be right back. But keep typing Jolly. I'll be in chat. Cool, everybody. We are back. We have some exciting things today. Get hyped. Feels like college is more dangerous than being hit by lightning. I can resonate with that, and I apologize. I guess there's nothing that I can apologize for, but I am sorry to hear that it's been that rough for you. I hope you could find some moments of respite, moments to... Or is it respite? I always thought it was respite. To relax, to calm down, to remember the important things in life, like family and friends and the birds. Give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust my microphone. So, yeah, okay, I wouldn't say it's misleading, but we are finishing a drawing, I guess, a personal drawing I've had, of a certain bird named Gravel, the mascot of the channel. Let's head over here. There we go. Oh, and it rotated the canvas. That's cool. Yeah, so we are going to be... Oh, and my phone randomly decided to turn on. We are going to be finishing this drawing. This is one I drew back in December. Yeah, the mascot. Yeah, thank you for remembering. I drew this guy back in December. I just realized I should probably shift. Can I shift my camera over anymore? This is new, by the way, like this camera angle. So, like this. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? This is the table we usually draw on. And okay, the reason why I have, hopefully the mic's in a good place. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, amazing. The reason I have this Band-Aid on my hand is because this has my former school schedule on it, which has like a bunch of important information that I don't want. And like one of my passwords was written up there. So I was taking off the paper, and I was using scissors to like pry underneath some of the pin tacks, and I grabbed the scissor too hard, and I like got a like nice gash in my finger. So that's why I was bandaged up when I was on that camera right there. But cool. So besides me being silly and stupid, I'm going to take a big swig of water. I'm also using this key dial. Do not buy this. It's not that deep now. It's enough though that it was bleeding, and I did not want to be smearing blood on our paper. It's not that bad though. Do not buy this. This key dial sucks. It's a waste of money. This was like $30, $30 USD. Don't buy it. The keypad's nice. It's Bluetooth, which is nice, but like the key dial sucks. It's like whatever. I'm not gonna rant about it. Anyways. Oh, why did it not mute when I told it to? That's my honest review of the Huion key dial mini model K20. Don't get it. Just get like another Bluetooth keypad knockoff brand, whatever. Okay. And I've also deceived you. Is that beer? It is not. It is not beer. What's up, Monk? Also wrong account, buddy. Oh, goodness. The dial sucks. It sucks dong. I hate it. It like here. Wait. Okay, so we're gonna be. I like that you could switch modes. Okay, so here. Wait. Let me tab into. Okay, so critter, right? I'm going to like spin it with my thumb. See how it's like. It took so long to move right there. You have to like be so sensitive with it. Rewind, monkey, rewind. Actually, no, I'll just do it again because it's so reproducible. Look how much I'm spinning, and it's barely spinning. Ah, it makes me so mad. It's so annoying. And like, even if you press harder, it doesn't. It's so annoying. Why? Why do we do this? I also pressed the wrong button because I thought it was. I control the steam. Oh god. Okay, I can't show it really. I control the stream with this, and I press the keybind for starting the timer on this instead of that. Too many keyboards. What's the dial sensitivity? I have it set to 3. I experimented with higher, and I experimented with lower. And it doesn't fix it because it's not a sensitivity issue, it's a mechanical issue. Sensitivity increases the number of passes per each tick that it spins past, right? And so it's just not registering the ticks on this, if that makes sense. Like there's a, whatever it's called. Who recommended me this? I just saw it and I was like, I want to dial, and I have a Huion tablet, so ass. It makes me so upset. Also, I lied to you guys. We also have a little bit of this inked. The difference between these layers is this was just me kind of going at it. Kita had that issue, and yeah. Like, why do we sell this? There's a fix for it? I don't know if you found it yet. I'll Google it later. It just pisses me off. For now, I just bound the bottom 3 to be the tilts. And that works, you know. It's just like, why do I have a key dial? And then I had to bound to like, you know, rotate. I bound rotate. Sorry, that was like a jump scare. So it's whatever. But we're just gonna chill out today. We're gonna continue inking this. My goal for this ink layer is like, what, Cav? Why do you have multiple ink layers? Because I want to. What do I want to do? I want to do this and then like add a little bit of line weight to it. So that's what we're gonna do. Also making making an effort here to. There we go. You're gonna see a lot of me redoing lines because I need to be like more locked in. So let's get more locked in. How about that? Okay. Why did we do that? Oh, I see. Stop. Please? Is my apartment off kilter? Why are we doing this? Okay, I guess this will work. Dude. Buy a new microphone stand, and this is what happens. Okay, we're just going to do this. It's obnoxious in the way, but who cares? But yeah, so we're going to be manually adding line weight, because I feel like it, and I'm sick and twisted to do all digital drawing. Exactly. And I've been trying to be better about posture and stuff with digital, because it should be the same ideally, and yet I have not been as habituative. Fix. It's kind of a hassle, but once you fix it, it's perfect. This is why I'm saying it sucks dong. Thank you very much. Oh my god, he's fucking ripped that shit apart. Oh, well, thank you very much. I may honestly just not fix the key dial and never use a key dial again in my life. Cause like, why not just get used to the binds that I have, right? But I'll try it. Why not? Cause it's $30 and yeah. The rest of the keypad's nice. I wish it had mechanical switches. So in the future, if I do get anything, it's going to have mechanical switches. This is a bit embarrassing to be like redoing so many lines on stream, but also it doesn't matter. They never bothered because they don't care. And I'll call them out for it. Me and my like 3 average viewers. I'll call them out for it. Huion, do better. That's how I lose a sponsor. I'm taking off my band-aid because you guys can't see my cut anymore. There we go. Look at me. I'm so stripping off the band-aids on stream. I was going to say I'm so I'm stripping on stream, but like I shouldn't say that. I don't think that's a thing I should do. I think I'm going to instantly ban anyone who comments on me redoing lines, by the way. I don't know why it's so like, if it was like, why don't you ghost your lines more? And actually, that's a good comment. I should do that. But yeah, we're going to have fun with this drawing. I don't really want to burden myself with too many expectations. The only thing I'm explicitly unhappy with is the hands, specifically just this hand. I don't know why it's pissing me off. I think it's like down here and like it makes the hand look smaller and stuff. I've redone it literally like 80 times. So we're just going to accept how it is, right? I'm not going to pressure myself to perform too much. And then we're going to have some fun with coloring this. I have some ideas. What do I do if I have theories? Oh wait, we're in Krita, so I can like put reaction memes because like that's half my humor in the stream easily. So we'll do that. And then if we get bored of this, we can also go back to the drawing we were working on a while ago, which I have not touched. That's pretty decent, methinks. What is this? Why are you not? You like how organized my layers are? It's so bad. What are you up to, Monk? Oh yeah, this is not beer, by the way. I forgot. I think I already said that this is not beer. Don't you worry. It's orange. I can almost see how this looks like beer. It is just a little bit too saturated though. Quick Kavel, do you are shivering, dude. I went on a walk earlier to feed the grackles. It's like I would hey Siri, but it's gonna be like annoying. Let me check the weather. It was pretty warm outside. I was sweating a little bit. Yeah, it's 90 degrees, 91 degrees. Drinking beer on stream, guys. Beer streamer, drunk drawing. That's how I get the viewers. 66. Oh, that's so nice. But yeah, it was 100. It was 91 outside. So it is very. I was like sweating, so I said it's a cool 67 degrees. Don't laugh. Now I'm laughing. Inside, I'm gonna be shivering soon. I got a sweatshirt calling my name. But yeah, I have face cam on for digital. I took the time to set it up because 1, reaction baiting, but 2, so I will feel mindful of my posture. How did I make such a straight line? I also drew this when I was back at my family home, and the difference is my chair isn't as high, so like I feel better. People that can draw while being drunk is pure talent, but pretty sure that's just modern art. I don't know. I haven't been drunk enough to attest to my abilities of doing things. I mean, I love drunk driving, so I don't think drunk drawing would be much different. Maybe we do need a ruler. You do love what? Let's get a ruler in here. Kavel, you can't tell people you drunk. Oh, wait, no, I don't want a ruler. I want an infinite line. Give me an infinite line. Infinite ruler. Am I just hearing a confession? I don't know. I was gonna try to make eye contact the whole time. Artists are known to love drugs in general. Oh shoot! It was the Drugs podcast. Also, hello, Safi. I hope you're doing well. Control Q and nuked your browser. Welcome back. Oh god, did not mean to hit that. That's not the right button. Where did I rebind it? Oh god. Oh god, oh jeez. Let me open my Huion settings. And Toast, hello Toast, hope you're doing well. S. Wait, no. What's the... Ah, shoot. Anyways, Draftsman Podcast, they have one called Drugs, which I watched with my roommate in the car, and he was not having a good time, because he was like, what am I listening to? I don't care about this shit. And here, give me a quick second. And they talked about like how while a lot of artists have done drugs, a lot of them actually stopped using them because they felt like it stifled their creative process. They couldn't be creative without the drugs. So it worried them. Krita, snap to assistant shortcut. I think I bound it myself. Oh, sorry for yelling. Let me just go into the settings for this real quick. Settings, configure Krita, keyboard shortcuts, snap to assistance. Control Shift L, everybody, for those who are wondering. And I'm going to bind it. Numpad 5. What do I have you set to that? We want Control Shift L, please. Thank you. However, it's undeniable. I mean, artists have stereotypically done plenty of drugs. And who can blame them? Drugs are so fun and awesome. However, I wouldn't liken alcohol to the like artist drug, you know? Can't be creative with drugs. It's kind of far from what I think drugs do to you. You hallucinate. Well, it's not that you can't be creative with drugs. Sorry, I probably misspoke. It's without them, right? Because then you're like, oh crap, I can't, like, I need drugs to be creative. I can't do anything without them. And that could easily, I mean, we could all see how easily that could spiral, right? So they stray away from the drugs. I should have done this on a new layer. But guys, we're gonna act high and mighty here, not use a new layer. Some believe it stifles their creative process. I mean, it's to each their own, right? Personally, I would not want to be in a state where I'm drawing, which is a very personal state, and then like under the influence of a drug. One weed, please. Because like that would be horrifying. That would not end well. I could see that. Like I'll inject jet fuel between my toes once in a while, usually before stream, and it helps. I could understand. What do we think about programming using AI? I made a plugin for Obsidian and GPT, and it's so useful that I feel a little guilty. Yeah, that's a really good conversation. Anyways, I'm kidding. This definitely applies to me because guess what? In the professional world, if you're not using AI, I'm sorry, but like it's not looking good. So how do we respond to that? I think there is an ethical use of AI. One, not trained off of stolen data. And I mean, with the licenses of, when it comes to coding, it's a bit of a different paradigm, and licensed code gets trained on. So I'd say it's less egregious. Notice how I'm saying less egregious, right? Because it's definitely probably stolen from like personal coding projects. But then again, if it ended up on the internet, it's generally more open source. But yeah, let's keep that in mind. So I think the greatest bad thing about AI for coding, which I have done, I'm going to say that right now, right? Is the cost, the training cost, right? That's probably the most egregious thing, right? How much water, how much resources it's using. I don't know. It's up to you to feel guilty, right? Don't let me or anybody else in this chat tell you otherwise. And if you feel like it's something that's worth, I don't know, critiquing yourself for, I guess is the correct word. Go donate to water conservation efforts, or offset what you use, right? It's the same thing with like using gasoline or water bottles, right? I think the training cost is the most important part of that. I need this one weed for this line. One more. I need one weed for every line I draw. That's so good. I don't know anything about. I still use it to make myself an animation tool. Basically killed the. That yeah. For professional programming, you still need a programmer, right? But for hobbyists, I think it's a cool tool. I mean, if I knew about it, actually no, because like if I had this tool when I was like doing mods for Minecraft when I was like 13, I wouldn't have learned anything. It's so hard to learn anything with programming now because it just served you so nicely. I understand stealing versus Googling. What's the difference? Pretty sure AI does use free stuff for the internet. AI can get something for paid lock site. Oh no, it will. Leaked data sets. If a website says, "Hey, no robots allowed," cool. I'm gonna take it anyways, right? Like that's easily that. Paid suppose I'm an artist that posts my commission, so someone paid me for this on my website. And I said only the person who commissioned me and I can own the art, right? They could do whatever they want and they haven't been punished for it, right? Just more data, right? That's all they do. And so yeah, like I'm the commissioner, I made this art, and so I post it kind of with the expectation, right, that hey, I posted this art, it's mine and the other's person. Anyone else who would try to claim this, or even if I put in the description, hey, no one train off this, doesn't matter. It is getting more expensive than humans, so greedy. Is that true? I don't know the facts on that one. More expensive than humans. I wouldn't say so, because like my enterprise, whatever startup in Silicon Valley, I just get like a swath of AI coding assistants and like 2 senior level programmers, and boom, I have my startup app in like a couple weeks. However, I don't think it's because it's getting more expensive. I just think they're realizing you can't replace everything with AI. I think that's the difference. However, I don't know the metrics, but if you're going to ask me personally what's going on, they're realizing, yeah, they can't replace everybody. And instead of hiring just general software developers, they're hiring people experienced in AI. That's some of the biggest questions that they're asking in interviews, and ask me how I know, right? So, yeah. I almost drew on the knee layer. Kavel and his layers. I need to fix my posture. There we go. I'm like slouching. But do not let me be the determinant of what is moral and right in the world. No, I'm not going to make a grandiose claim like that. You guys search for what is right and wrong in your lives. I will say that the cost of training is pretty egregious, both monetarily, but data farms existing, data centers existing, right? And the resources that they use. However, it's not as morally bankrupt as AI image generation, right? It's the lesser of two evils. And if you want to be like that one dude on Reddit who was like, I stood up in my class and I copied the quote from Geralt, which said, the lesser of two evils is still evil, or whatever. Yeah, right? Like, let your moral compass fly to there. This is the unique opportunity where we are once now old enough / cognizant enough in our lives to realize that our choices matter and how we engage with certain things matter. So we have to make those scary decisions for ourselves. Which sucks. Why can't I save scum IRL? So like I can use AI now and then see later down the year for coding specifically. And then see later 20 years down the line if the whole world is still here or not. Fire. The state age is too early to fire many. No, we've been firing people. Yeah, this isn't perfect. We've been firing people. What was it? There's a statistic. Let's look this one up because this is a pretty damning statistic. I'm going to look up job software engineering effects of AI code generation on software engineering employment. we're just going to go to a random website. I know that's not the best. I would like one that is somewhat reputable. CNN is the only one I see here. No, none of these are really related. Okay, so the one I heard, I can't verify this, right? Is that we haven't seen this rate of unemployment for software engineers. And this was about, I heard this like maybe a year ago, since the early 2000s slash late 90s. And I can personally attest, I know people who are firing people. Not because they want to. It's usually, you know, words from higher ups. Because now you have individuals who can code with the power of 2 for the price of 1. And you're like, well, why not just keep the same amount of developers, right? If you have 10 developers and they're 2 times more efficient, then you have 20 developers for the cost of 10. Well, no. What if we kept the same amount and paid them half? That leaves me with more money, right? Oh yeah, and that returns us to our original point, Jolly, is they're now realizing that that's how we're seeing a little bit of a return to the market. Like, I've had stories from close friends who've worked at places, and they're like, hey, all we want you to make during your internship here is a code pipeline integrated, you know, like CodeQL effectively, right? Integrated into our GitHub Actions, where it's just a monitoring pipeline with an LLM. And literally all they did was just make a call to ChatGPT with a key saying, hey, check out this code, did some, like, you know, prompt engineering. And then they're like, cool. And that was and then like half of the work was spent making a shiny UI, right? Rather than, because they don't want actual experts. They want people who know API and can be like, okay, just make a call to OpenAI real quick. What? Oh yeah, I forgot to change the bind for that. We live in a society, guys. Okay, that's the end of my AI rant. We could continue, but I feel like it's not the most fun one to have. And plus, what do I know? Does that feel round? This is my problem with digital I need to be better about. I need to zoom out more. You're on the wrong layers. That's okay, though. I mean, it'll suck and I'll be mad, but... Oh, why is my pen doing that? At least I had fun while making it, huh? It sucks that I have to throw away a drawing, though. Wrong layers isn't your worst nightmare. My worst nightmare is getting rated by Ludwig, and he asked me to draw something in front of, like, 12,000 people. That is my worst nightmare. Yeah. Bird on a plane, we truly live in a society. Yeah, so this is an extension of a drawing, I think I have it somewhere here, that I made back a while ago in December. And it's because Gravel canonically is scared of heights, but he really likes the notion of flying. He's a bird after all. It's ingrained in him, right? It's more of like a biological sense to want to be in the air. But he's scared of the heights. So we have him on a little toy plane. And I think in the background, I want to do, I love, guys, like one of my favorite doodles, right? These just like little cartoony bubbly clouds. I love them so much. And then guess what you get to do? You get to do some frickin' hatching, bro. Near the corners. Yeah. This pin's a little bit big for what I like for doing this, right? So like some of these in the background, right? Like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so fun to doodle. But yeah, so I want to do those in the background. I'm dreading drawing this stuff down here. I hate solid objects. As even I know I'm a Drawbox student. I should like this should be my domain, but no, it's because like then there's an actual vanishing point. Like when it comes to organic form, you can just kind of like lie, right? You're like, oh yeah, that's sphere. It's correct in perspective. No. Working more digitally, heck yeah. It's not my favorite thing, I'm gonna be honest. I know there's not like to say digital sucks. It's just I get so overwhelmed, man. It's so overwhelming. Right? Digital is so amazing. You can do so much with it, but holy crap, it makes me freak the hell out. I actually tweak with digital. It's so bad. I'm hoping, streaming it, I calm the hell down a little bit, but it's yeah, I'm cracked traditional drawing. Thank you very much. I disagree. Just traditional, it affords being slower, right? I'm very slow, as you guys know. And if anybody in chat says, hey, yo, just slow down, lol, I will ban you. I will ban you so hard you'll end up in Northern Lions chat. And if you thought I was mean, have some fun over there. Northern Lions not mean. I was watching a roast compilation by him though of him like roasting chatters being like annoying. Rightly so, right? Like of course if they're being annoying, roast them. I don't know. He says things with such confidence, and he's right. I can say things with confidence, and I'm usually wrong, and that sucks, and it's embarrassing as fuck. But he gets away with it because he's something that's called smart. Well traveled, well experienced in things. See, this is where we rotate the canvas. We slow down, we zoom out. Mentioned to you my favorite, what is this word? I really hope, I know it's not this because I don't think you're in the stream for this. Genuflect at the idol of my own progeny. The word genuflect was like stuck in my vocab for a week. Top Northern Lion phrase of all time for me. Number 1. TikTok boys. Interesting. Let me take a sip. Genuflect, all I know, let's look up definitions here. In the Catholic Church, you genuflect is like doing the sign of the cross, I think. Or it's to like, I'm saying my definition before we read out the real one. It's like to pay homage to, I guess. Notebook of things that would get me banned. You're right. Genuflect. Now to click on Merriam-Webster now because Google got rid of definitions. To bend the knee, but to be humbly obedient or respectful. At the idol, so like just sleeping, whatever, idling, right? Progeny, child, offspring. And it was in reference to someone was telling Northern Lion, or like he was giving his take that it's not bad to watch movies while your kid's asleep. Because like otherwise, like what do you expect me to do? Genuflect at the idol of my own progeny? Like every waking moment with my kid in my arms? Even though they're sleeping, I have to be like, oh my god, they're so beautiful. Instead of like watching a movie, because I'm a parent that's been up for like 26 hours working and then like returning home to my significant other whom I love to trade turns over taking care of our own progeny. I'm sorry, that's such a red flag. If you call your own offspring, well, first of all, offspring, but 2 progeny. That's such a food. I read it as food. I was like, what does food phrase mean? What, do you guys not genuflect at the idol of your own progeny? Like, it's so good, man. I'm sorry. So much substance in one joke. That's why, I'll never be him. That's why I watch his streams. I put in YouTube share. He had such a great insult. Let's aim this down a little bit. Wait, no, up or down? I think up. I'm grabbing you guys. Got like a fingerprint on my camera. Someone insulted Northern Lion and he was like, this is why your profile picture on everything is a rundown car. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's so good. And I keep grabbing you guys. I'm sorry. I'm handsy today. That's bad. We're going to do this. There we go. That makes me feel better a little bit. I need to put more art over here. If you guys, people have been so kind to draw stuff of Gravel I'll like put it on here. I have to put impreg gravel behind me, guys. So fucked up. My favorite word that I learned is Sitzfleisch. Oh yes, you told me. You told me. I remember this. Do you often get to use that one in everyday conversation? Is the most you've used this word in telling other people that you've learned this word? No, you're good. You're good. For everybody else in chat who haven't heard it, they get to learn something today. Then again, I feel like the best words to me are ones that you can use, and people are like, "Oh, holy crap!" Not like, "What does that mean?" They're like, "Holy crap!" Like they can kind of infer what it means, right? Like if you tell someone, "I'm sitzfleisching it today," they're like, "Do I need to call the police?" Changed my life. Top 10 words that have changed my life. Number 1, genuflect. Number 2, skibbity riz. I'm sorry. I just realized I'm doing the big headphones today. I usually do the AirPods. My ears were feeling uncomfortable yesterday after AirPodding it for so long. My beer. Actually, I think I have to like set a setting in Twitch to say if I do have references to drug or alcohol on stream. Twitch, I'm taking the medicine drug. Go nonverbal for 5 hours. Number 3, pneumotramicroscopic silicovac We worked on that one, guys. Reads word, likes it. WWCav. I almost said my real life name again, and like that's just I'm out of touch, guys. I'm out of practice. We need to be better. I need to get better media trained. Oh, did everything just get aliased of it? It did. That's weird. You'll see me doing this a lot because I'm just not used to drawing digitally in this chair. My crappy $30 chair from Target at where my home, where I live, that's that means the same thing. Probably. Home is where the heart is, actually. My bad. That was such a stupid sidebar. I don't know. I feel like it's the perfect height for me. Karen's it Calvin? Cavinson? You guys are if there's ever a name reveal, you guys will be so surprised. You're gonna be like, yeah, it fits. Everyone has told me my name fits. Which is a bit of an insult, those who know. I feel only 2 people who have ever joined this stream know my real name. This is not at all incentive for you guys to try to figure it out. Please leave me alone. Please leave me be. When the stream is turned off and I'm not on Minecraft, leave me alone. Or in the Discord. ARC. My full legal name is actually Air Conditioning Unit. That's all I'll say about that. He's getting too close. He knows too much. I can't wait to do some freaking nasty highlights on this tail, dude. You have no idea how excited I am. Will it go that well? Probably not. I'll probably be complaining. I almost said moaning. I won't. Let's not do that on stream, please. Give me a B. Starts with a B. Are you doing Wordle with Kavel's name? You guys are going to be so freaking surprised when my name is actually 26 letters long. And some aren't in the English alphabet. It's all Ezetz. It's all Ezetz from German. You have to go tss for like 2 minutes. $26 rookie numbers. It's like 26, 27. God. So everybody, I was about to say I'm a bad boy. I don't want that on the internet. Even though I just said it, I got a speeding ticket. I was going 6 over the speed limit. My bad. I tried fighting it. It wasn't worth it. And I have to take a defensive driving course because of it to not have it on my record. I was also philosophizing while Sitzfleisch it. Came to a realization. What was that realization? Zettel something? And I was the defensive driving course I can take like virtually, so I was doing that, and like, man, so many people need to take this course. It was just validating, like left turn lane rules and stuff like that. Everyone breaks them. And I already knew this, but like revisiting the course, I'm just like, damn. Why the hell was I going so fast? 6 over in a 4-lane at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, following the car who was going slightly, like they were going like 5 over in front of me. I don't know. I was by definition going over the speed limit. But god damn, dude, what the hell? I don't think the tricked out kitted Mustang in front of me, with a spoiler, who didn't get pulled over, I don't think that was justice. Yeah, while drunk, you know what? Cheers to that. It was not because I was drunk. The officer couldn't tell. Once again, guys, I'm telling you, I'm a pro at drunk driving. They'll never catch me. What makes you think? What you make? I'm a pro. What? I'm drunk right now, and you guys don't even know. So I'm like, I'm not drunk right now. Twitch, calm down. And I also don't drunk drive. I also don't drink and drive Twitch. Maybe I am drunk. Oof. Blah. I don't like that line. I'm going to do another one for now. There we go. So you're like, Kavel, you're basically recreating all these lines. And I'll say yes. And I know it's kind of, wasted time in a way. But I'm going to be, I like the smaller corrections that I make to them. And we're going to be adding line weight to these. So I'm kind of thinking about that as we go through here. What areas need more line weight? Artificially, too. I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad idea. And if you tell me it's a good or bad idea in chat, I won't care because I'm going to do it anyways. Still listening? Huge. Everybody, let's talk about toast while they're gone. Toast for breakfast, yeah or nay? I think that amount of carbs in the morning is dangerous. Like, what do you want to take a nap in like 30 minutes? So you're back from the restaurant? It's almost as dangerous as drunk driving, man. We can't have that. Look at that frickin' tangent line, bro. What? Okay, I gotta be honest with you guys. I've been watching MCSR highlights, like HBG highlights. I may be acting a little bit silly, and I apologize. They just have such fun characters. Makes me want to get back to sleep, but I need it. You better be talking about you need sleep, which yes you do. Don't let school. If like I would never babysit. I never want to do that. But if I ever did, and the kids were like, I don't want to take a nap, I'm like, you see this? It's because I didn't sleep, which is actually like kind of true. Where I could do the best of my ability to stay present, which Microsoft drawing boils down to one word. Not to critique, and I would like to hear what that one word is, but not to critique you in like a negative light, monkey, but my cynicism leads me to believe that I wish it were that easy. But if it works for you, then hey. But the cynic in me, the knee-jerk reaction is to be like, is it that easy? My kind of prevailing philosophy on everything, and that's why I'm a cynic about this. Once again, not saying you're wrong. Do whatever works for you, right? It's not that deep. I kind of refuse to take anything too seriously anymore. There's no perfect drawing situation. There's no like perfect moment to do anything. What kind of style do you use when coloring? I have no clue. I really have no idea. I keep looking at my own webcam and said that anticipation. I sort of I used to like not do that. I need a circle and start putting a line down without thinking where my hand is going. Oh, huge. Do you not ghost at all? My C folder is full and the PC just isn't starting. Oh no. I think you need to pour water on your hard drive. It like flushes it out. I mean, cell shading I've kind of fallen more in line with because doing things in a painterly way kind of stresses me out. So I usually go with cell shading. Predict where my pen will go as I draw it. So like, is it like a visualization thing? I'd recommend just ghosting at that point, but yeah. My personal belief is everyone could use a little bit more ghosting in their lives. Ghost the people you don't like. Oh wait, we're talking about drawing ghosting. Yeah, we could also benefit from that. Actively trying to visualize. Yeah. That's where I feel a little bit evil. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel a little bit bad for this. About people with aphantasia. I'm just like, I could not imagine pursuing drawing without like going to my freaking big ass forehead and thinking about it first, right? It's just like I can't. And so to those people, like, hell yeah, you are so much stronger than I am. Every sense of the word. I look up to those people all the time. I mean, that's what uncomfortable does, right? We are gifted in that sense. And you should feel guilty and bad and never draw again. Or you should like strap weights to your arm to make it fair. This is your scarlet letter. Oh, wall of text. Sorry. I do ghost, but ghosting is like building muscle memory for each line, kind of, whereas anticipating using more of my brain. It's hard to explain without making a novel. That's fine. I always forget that actually has a name. Ghosting. What's up, Riptide? And it does. Watch Witch Hat Atelier. Spoilers, episode 5, I think. To me, it's math. I've written so much about it, and I think it's the body, not the brain. But yeah, ghosting helps. It's math. It's the body, not the brain. Could you elaborate? And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of art can be, or a lot of drawing, especially like constructive drawing, can be described by math. No, like the seeing images aphantasia. Yeah. It's cool. Aphantasia. 4-syllable word that you could pull out at parties and people just stay away from you. Yeah, want to know how to be a real socialite at a party? Ask if people, do you know who Schrodinger is? Like, that's easy. Scare the host. Every engineering major who takes modern physics. There's definitely like a, like if this were a graph, right? It's like this ego in engineering, right? And this is like the end of junior year, or maybe like the end of the first semester of junior year, where they're like, oh yeah, I think I know everything. And then like this happens. And the people who keep going, these are called researchers. Anyways. That's so fucking not actually. So with aphantasia, but I was one of the lucky ones who was able to practice visualization. Interesting. I didn't know that's how that works. The body does the visualization. Your neurons feel it. The mind only kick into that, at least for me. Isn't that just the hard problem of consciousness, though? Like where the actual mind lies? Like, couldn't that be argued that's a subconscious thing rather than etc.? Shout out the book, What It's Like to Be a Bat, or How It's Like to Be a Bat. I can't remember what it's called. It kind of tackles that problem a little bit. Brains are so weird. Not even. I've solved it. It's all up here. I can think of anything. What's that? Oh, I need to draw that too with like a character. I may do it with Luca, I guess. This guy. Oh, I love it so much. Why are you upside down, sir? I can imagine anything. I love it so much. It's such a good picture. Hell yes, he probably can. With a noggin like that. I'm not one to talk, obviously. I can imagine anything. I love the lighting. That is a really good opportunity to do a study with some lighting too. So there you go. That's your next assignment, everybody. I don't think there's a real separation between body and the brain. And for drawing, a lot of it's done mostly by the body. Interesting. I mean, yeah. I need my hands to draw. If not, probably my mouth. I think that's where I'd go. Dude, I just got hit with a wave of hunger. This is what happens when I only eat at 9 a.m. and I need to eat more. But it saves so much money. Guys, it's so cheap. Look at that. This almost looks like clip art levels of anal retentiveness. It's a bit absurd. I would kind of like it to be messier. This is what I get for being so obsessive, but hey, we're going to stick with it for right now, right? Not going to change it too much. Oh, where's his eyes? I forgot to draw his eyes. It is kind of absurd how frequently I forget to draw tails. I mean, you know, it's not my first thought when I'm drawing like the human body with like a furry ass head. I need to mute. You guys don't get to hear me gulping. Maybe like if you hit tier 3 on my Patreon, then we could talk about it. But I want to do hydrate. I just hydrated. I'll hydrate again for the funds. Hydrate, but it's actually coded for just me getting more drunk. This is not alcohol. Do I need to write it on here with a Sharpie? Guys, I don't own a Sharpie. I'm an art streamer. I don't own a Sharpie. I'm fake as hell. Okay. I was thinking one stream, if I'm feeling silly, that was me using the radial dial and I hate it. Trying to speedrun Minecraft. I've never finished Minecraft. I've played Minecraft since 2013. I've never killed the Ender Dragon in survival mode. Ever. Not even like multiplayer, nothing. So like one stream, what if we just speedrun? And I've never speedrun Minecraft before, but I've watched so much speedrunning that I feel like I could actually get like sub an hour. Can't cut anything. Fraud. That's so true. Guys, can we boycott Sharpie? I feel like Sharpie's got some skeletons in their closet for no reason. Kind of like how with the Banana Company, whatever it's called, had like paramilitary death squads. Wendigoon made a good video about it. Oh my god, this line. Let me zoom out, learn the context of it. We're going to swap over here because I like... Oh my god, look at that. This is why they call me the fartist. Don't believe me? Look up fartist on Wikipedia. What happens if you look up fartist on Wikipedia? Fartist Wikipedia. Nah, nothing shows up. Wait, the fartist! What the hell? The Fartist is a live comedy album by Brian Posen. Or Posehin. I don't know. Posen, yeah. It was released 2013 over New Wave Dynamics. The album's name and cover derives from the 2011 French film The Artist. Interesting. And it's called The Fartist. I like that. Here's the name of some of the songs. For My Wife, Strippers and Stripping, The Tale of a Stripper, Quitting Weed, The Scariest Pot Story Ever Told, Do Not Punch My Baby, My Farts, My Fart Meets Someone Famous, Getting Old, The Apocalypse, Weird Al, or maybe it's Weird AI, but I'm going to say Al, Taking Care of Business, Getting Back on the Horse, Dirty Jokes, Star Wars Part 3. Yes, I'm still mad about Star Wars. I love this. I only beat MC once in single player. I think I cheated though. I don't know. It was definitely more than a decade ago. How did you cheat? You just tell like the Ender Dragon, hey, go fuck yourself, and she left? How do you cheat in single player? Or do you mean like you opened LAN or like gave yourself items? Wait, guys. Grabble looks like a plane himself. Holy crap, guys. Can you like and subscribe? He is just a plane himself. What is going on? He's a plane. Holy crap. Guys, I need like 3 Prime subs, and this is like earring. Are you high? I'm not high. What's up? What's up, Bear? Diamond armor or something. Are you high? I remember one night I was really going through it. I was laying on the floor in my living room, thinking about the capstone I was working on. I just like lying on the floor. I wasn't like in a state of distress. I was just thinking, right? And my roommate's girlfriend walked out and she's like, "Are you high?" Gravel.exe. Yeah, Bear, we were just talking about I never killed the Ender Dragon before, so what if like one time on stream I just speed ran Minecraft? Oh, my nose. Guys, 3 Prime subs and I pick my nose on stream. What the hell? Sorry, I guess I've been watching a lot of streamers who do a lot of that kind of stuff. Which ain't bad, I guess. You know, it's engagement. Long Stream Incorporated. Possibly. I think I could get sub hour. Sub 1 hour. You're already a Prime sub, probably. I don't know. Let me look at Twitch, which is on this monitor. Wait. Oh, wait. No, you're on YouTube. Fake. But yeah, I think I could get sub. I honestly think. No, I'm not doing 30 minutes. I think everything is good until the end fight. Must wait till June 2nd to Prime sub. Game month. You just got. Why did I say game month? I was gonna say you got nerfed by game month, but that CSV full data leaked. No way you get sub 5 hours? Oh, I'd bet $50 to charity I could get sub 2 hours. Sub an hour and a half. I bet $50 to charity I could get sub an hour and a half. That's the thing though, betting for charity is like, oh, if I do get it. So fuck it, I bet an hour. I could do it an hour, $50 for charity. That's the thing. It kind of sucks though if I hit 50 hours and then the charity doesn't get their money. And this is, I'm talking about 1.21 or like whatever MCSR does, where you could trade piglins for all the stuff. I feel like sub an hour is totally doable. The end fight is the only thing that I think would be difficult. And then again, I could probably do that in 20 minutes without beds, right? Because I don't know how perching or any of that works, but I can make an assumption of how to bed bomb the Ender Dragon. Wait, random seed. Yep. Oh, no. Okay, let's not do RSG. We'll do set seed, or like set seed. One I obviously haven't done before, but like, I would even wager I could do BT. I really think I could, because I know it spawns at 9/9 in every chunk, and I think I know how to look for the spike. So I feel like I could probably maybe do BT. Probably not for this bet, for this challenge. I would like to do village, please. But yeah, I think I could pull it off. That was fun, but I like playing beta, just makes me play the latest release. That's valid. Whatever their mountain, we will blow it up. You did take, no, not in a mean way, Monkey, but you did take the prime real estate and then leave. You took the king's castle and left, but not in like a mean way. You're fine. No one's judging. Now let's do it this way. Billionaire behavior, true. He's going to go visit his mansion. This is his getaway home for the winter, I guess. Oh, look at that line. Juicy. Ah, no, wrong layer. I'm a chud. We don't need that layer. What the hell? Built my house directly on cloud level if you have clouds. Yeah, it jump scared me the first time I was in there. I saw it coming through the walls. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Hero Brian. Sound like the Muffin Man? Oh, my voice almost cracked so hard. The Muffin Man. Well, I was able to do it there, but not able to do it when trying. Guess I'm just a natural. Anyways, we're going to do this for like 5 minutes, so just trap in. That's not bad. There we go. Nice. This is taking a minute, but all the lower stuff will actually go a lot faster because I'm just going to use rulers for it. Where's Baby Crow? Fuck! Baby Crow! Where can we put Baby Crow in frame? Wait, I'm going to be sitting there. Here, wait, let me sit down. Analyze. Where will... Okay, Baby Crow could either be like right here or on the lamp. I think it'd be cool if he was on the lamp. I don't know. They made my Baby Crow woke! With pronouns. There we go. Oh, that's gangster. Actually, we're gonna take a break real quick. We'll turn Baby Crow as well. We're gonna take a quick break, everybody. Yeah. Cool. Be back. The entire time I was on the toilet, I was trying to come up with funny things to say when I get back. Is a flock of baby crows called a baby murder? You know what? Sure, why not? Let me make sure Baby Crow set up in the camera correctly. Ah! I just blinded myself. I took Baby Crow off the bulb and I just looked straight into the bulb. Ow. Okay, we're back. Yay! There's Baby Crow. It's like Baby Crow sitting on an egg. What's the button I'm looking for? New setups kind of always make me feel jank. Okay, cool, we're back. Once we're done with the plane, we'll take a break, and then we'll do everything underneath it, and then we'll probably color it next stream. I think that'd be cool. I'm having fun, though. Energy's high. I mean, compared to Lesson 6, doing stuff like this it's a blessing. Holy crap. We could do some game duel. We could do... Where'd I put my pen? Baby Crow, get it back. Oh, just popped my back. Hell yeah. That was not too bad. Oh my goodness. I had a Herobrine moment earlier today on Minecraft. Those who were in the chat, you probably already know about this. Oh, I did not finish this line. I was clearly tired of it. Yeah. I was going south of spawn, and I somehow got turned around and came back, and I just saw a random base. And at first I was like, dude, who on the server built their base really far away? That's kind of lame, right? Let's be honest. If you're the person, whenever a Minecraft 2-week Minecraft phase happens, and you go freaking 10,000 blocks out to build your base, you're weird. You are weird. We are here together. I invited you to my server because you are my friend, and I want to experience what you have to bring. I want to see what you build. I want to see what you create. We are friends. I want to steal your netherite when you are not looking, and you go far away? That's probably the reason. Oh, now I'm feeling it. The ghosting on the tablet. It's weird. It feels so weird. I have been watching a BL anime called Go For It Nakamura-kun. Okay. A lot of the BL anime that I've watched, which is 2 or 3, they're too cliche for me, right? It's just a little bit too cliche, and it takes me out of it. Or corny even. This one, it was at first, but I'm slowly falling in love with it. By episode 6, it's pretty good. I think I'll join the server occasionally, but only to build random stuff far away for you guys to discover. That would actually be pretty cool. That's assuming we're playing this months from now. which would be cool. But it also does cost me $7 a month to keep the server up and running. And that's $7 that could be spent on my AI girlfriend. So, Sephi Art, I've also subscribed to you, freaking sharing the subscribers around. Welcome, Assad Goku. I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce your name. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. The style looks nice. Go for it, Nakamura-kun. I really like how they do the hair, right? Where it's like, you know, I should probably do it like that. Whatever, like this, you know, it's kind of rotating around, whatever, right? You have this, it's like very chunky, thick hair. Blah, 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 blah. You fill it in, blah, 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 blah. And then like the highlight, oh, it's so fun. You're right, where's my big ol' there. Blah, 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 blah. Like this is the hair, right? And then they go in and they hit the frickin' right there, right? Just around, and like a ring around it, right? And then they hit a little bit of right there. I love it a ton. I like it a lot. Yeah, attendance. Heck yeah. How is your day going so far, Assad Goku? Have you visited before? Is this your first time in the stream? I apologize for not remembering. Let me look up your history. Channel activity. You have, yes. I remember now. I remember. Very, very, very lightly. You joined a while ago. Almost 20 days ago. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for stopping by. Where did I go? Hello? Wait, have I been gone this whole time? Where am I? Help! Hello? Oh, wait, I'm pressing the wrong... I'm a chud. I was pressing this keypad instead of my streamer keypad, so I'm not very bright. But yeah, go for it, Nakamura-kun. At first, you know, like, I don't like when the main sound like FBI. I love auditing chat members. I'm stealing that from Northern Lion, but like, I love just like clicking on them and be like, what have they said? You know, how many messages have they sent? Have I ever timed them out? Stuff like that, which I've only timed out like a couple people legitimately. I'm going to rant about BL manga, so if that's not your thing, my bad. I don't like it, or just any romance material at all. I don't like it when the main character who is pursuing some love interest, and this is personal take, right? Can you be timed out? You know, just for funs. Okay, I'm gonna time out you for like a reasonable amount of time. Oh my god, why do you have to have such a long name? 5? What does 5 do? 5 seconds, there we go. When it comes to like romance material, right? I don't like it when the main character, and this is personal opinion, right? You like whatever you want. How are you already back? I'm timing you out again. The main character, their only character trait is pursuing the love interest, and they don't do anything else. They aren't a character besides that, and it really just bothers me. Because like, why do I care about you? I don't care about you. Why should I care about the romantic interest, or like you, or when the romantic interest, their entire personality is to be pursued? 12 hours. I need to draw. Too bad. You got to stay here. That's your punishment. I do adaptive punishments here. And so like, go for it, Nakamura-kun. The first kind of reflection of this character is like, oh, he only cares about Hirose or whatever his name is. But then you get it fleshed out. And I hate to say it. Actually, I don't hate to say it. It's just a weird take in my opinion. Freaking Beastars. Legoshi has that's why people love Legoshi so much, and even sometimes don't care about Haru, is because he has so much character about him, right? He's dealing with a lot of internal strife because of the relationship. And so it's more so a story about him and finding out how he can make that relationship work. And of course, why he's interested and what he does for Haru. And I just realized, whoops. Yeah, so that's kind of my litmus, my personal appreciation. There's another BL manga or anime I watched called, it's like the bean counter or something. It's an isekai too. And like, I don't know, I felt like there was not much depth to the main character and things just happened to him passively. So for some later seasons, I barely remember season 2. I don't think I finished season 2, did I? I don't know, whatever. um, she became a princess in a distress, a princess in distress trope. Oh, okay, lame. Just get with Lewis already, bro. Make us happy. You're so still. I thought I'm lagging. Do I really? Am I really that? You are not the first person to say that, Jolly. Apparently, this is a thing I do. Like, I don't. I really have to look at the VOD. This is like the third stream in a row. Really? Am I really that slow? I just spat everywhere. If you guys saw it. Wow. He's high. I'm getting the Germa allegations. Like every stream, there's at least like 5 people who are like constantly, he's high. Guys, Jinxie is streaming right now. You need to be TikTok animated. I was about to do like the this and like the whole like, have you seen the video? Let's see how anime I can get. I love that video so much. Let's see how anime I can get. It's such a good video. I was about to do that. That would have probably been the end of me. Oh god. I'm too still. I cannot be moved. Damn it. Are you upset that I reminded you of that character? Germa emotes here. That is pretty good. Stay subscribed to Germa. We need to get his emotes in here. That's refreshing to see. Don't prime sub to me. What was he streaming yesterday? Oh yeah, new emotes came out yesterday, right? Were you there for that stream? It's nice to meet you, FNAF hand motions. I don't remember it. Do I need to watch that? Do we need to have a watch party real quick, guys? This is going to mess up my YouTube algorithm. We're going private mode for this. Oh god, I just messed up my thing. To meet you, FNAF. Like my Kavel YouTube account is like super clean. Nice to meet you, FNAF TikTok. Oh, it's the Burger King! Oh, that was probably loud. I'm so sorry. Holy